Welcome to Cheated Hearts, the channel where love stories with unexpected and heart-wrenching twists come alive. This is where we dive into tales of betrayal, heartbreak, and resilience. These are stories that will make you think, feel, and sometimes cry. If you appreciate raw and emotional accounts of love gone wrong, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your support helps us share stories like this and build a community where no one feels alone in their pain. This story is about love, trust, and the devastation that comes when the person you thought you knew turns out to be someone else entirely. It's about dreams that turn into nightmares, and the struggle to rebuild after betrayal. Let me tell you my story. I thought I had it all. From the outside, my life seemed like a fairy tale. I had a fiancé who adored me, someone who treated me as if I were the most important person in the world. He showered me with love and affection, always telling me how beautiful I was and how lucky he felt to have me in his life. This wasn't just a casual relationship. He asked my father for my hand in marriage, showing respect and tradition that made me believe he was truly committed to us. He planned romantic vacations, surprised me with thoughtful gestures, and made me feel like the luckiest woman alive. Every single day, he made me feel special, like a queen. His words were filled with love and reassurance. He would tell me, "You're the best thing that's ever happened to me." And I believed him. Why wouldn't I? He was the man I planned to spend the rest of my life with. But life has a cruel way of revealing the truth when you least expect it. It started small. Just one discovery. Something I thought we could move past together. I found out that he had seen an escort. My world cracked, but it didn't shatter. Not yet. When I confronted him, he looked me in the eyes with tears and said it was a mistake. A single, regrettable moment of weakness. He begged for my forgiveness, promising it would never happen again. His voice trembled as he told me how much he loved me, how he couldn't imagine life without me. I wanted to believe him. I needed to believe him. We decided to try couples counseling. I clung to the hope that this was just a bump in the road, that our love was strong enough to overcome this. I thought if we worked together, we could heal. But some wounds aren't just scratches. They're deep, hidden, and festering. One day I stumbled upon something that shattered every illusion I had. I was going through bank statements for something routine, and that's when I saw it. Payments that didn't make sense. At first, I tried to convince myself it was nothing. But as I dug deeper, the horrifying truth came into focus. It wasn't just one escort. It wasn't a single mistake. It was a pattern. A secret life he had been living for 2 years. 2 whole years of deceit, lies, and betrayal. He had been seeing multiple escorts while pretending to be the perfect fiancé. He went to great lengths to hide it, using a burner phone to manage everything. He would meet them during the day while he was supposed to be at work, then come home to me as if nothing had happened. He would kiss me, hold me, and tell me he loved me, all while lying straight to my face. I later found out that he had planned to delete all the evidence. If I hadn't stumbled upon those statements, I might never have known. The pain was unbearable. Looking back, there were signs. Small, subtle things that didn't add up. He had started falling asleep in the middle of the day, something completely out of character for him. At first, I was worried about his health. I even asked him if he was okay, thinking maybe he was overworked or stressed. But the truth was far more complicated. He was hiding an addiction to vaping and weed. I didn't like it, but I thought we could work through it. After all, nobody's perfect, and I loved him. I didn't realize that his addiction extended to something far more destructive. His addiction to infidelity. Every time I think about it, I feel a wave of nausea. How could I have been so blind? How could someone who seemed so loving and devoted be capable of such betrayal? Since discovering the truth, my life has been a whirlwind of pain and confusion. I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, my mind replays everything I've uncovered. It's like I'm watching a movie of his betrayal, unable to look away. I see him lying to me, meeting those escorts, and coming home to pretend everything is fine. I wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, shaking with anxiety. My heart races and my body feels like it's in fight or flight mode. I've lost 10 pounds and I wasn't big to begin with. The stress has consumed me, leaving me physically and emotionally drained. Every part of me aches from the weight of this betrayal. When I confronted him with everything, he finally admitted the truth. He didn't try to deny it this time. He cried, begged for forgiveness, and told me how sorry he was. He said he loved me and couldn't imagine life without me. But by then, it was too late. The damage was done. As much as I loved him, I couldn't stay. I told him to move out and get help. He needed to fix himself, and I needed space to heal. It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made. I felt guilty for his pain because I still loved him, but I also knew I had to put myself first. Staying with him would have destroyed me completely. Now, I'm left trying to pick up the pieces of my life. I don't know how to move forward. The idea of trusting someone again feels impossible. How do you rebuild when the foundation of everything you believed in has been ripped away? This betrayal has left scars that I'm not sure will ever fade. But I also know I can't let it define me. I'm determined to heal even if it takes time. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening to my story. It means so much to me to have a space to share my pain and process everything I've been through. If you've experienced something similar, I want you to know that you're not alone. Please consider subscribing to Cheated Hearts. By joining this community, you'll help us create a safe space for people to share, heal, and support one another. Your support means the world to me. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next story.